Hello, my loves. How are you doing? Welcome to this collective space. This will be a timeless reading meant to find you when it finds you. Oh, collective. Oh, collective. I hope you've been hydrating. The energy has been very potent. So, with that, the energy is moving through us in more heightened ways, which means that we really need to be hydrating our bodies a little bit more intensely. Water is energy. Our body is made up of 90% water. So replenishing our energy and allowing energy to move through us is super, super important in this time. And it felt really important to start the message in that way. I'm going to take a sip of my coconut water and we will get a moving, babe. I have notes here. Energy has been waiting for me to arrive. And that feels like a message for the collective of the energy is already there. It's just waiting for you to arrive. So if you're wondering if you're going to get there, you're wondering if it's going to show up, it's already yours. It's waiting for you to arrive. All right. My mouth is like calling on so much hydration. Okay, the cards are ready to talk. They were ready to talk when I was meditating with the cards earlier. And when I was shuffling with the tarot, the Lover's card came out. And so I didn't want to say it, but it feels like this message is for the lovers, and not in the sense of that this is going to be a love reading. I honestly don't know. The energy was coming in different forms, but when I was meditating with my cards, setting the intention for the collective, the Lover's card flipped out. So I know the collective is just a bunch of lovers with big hearts and good intentions. So I hope this finds you in a place where you feel that deeply. We're starting with Oracle today. The Psychic Tarot Oracle deck is what we'll be reading with. I'll link it down in the description below. We're starting off with material and spiritual prosperity. And this card is resonant to the Six of Wands in the tarot, which I love. With the Six of Wands is victory. It is prosperity. And so it just feels like the collective is moving in this space of being in this energy, which is such a beautiful, beautiful energy, right? When we talk about energy moving, it's not necessarily bad energy. And when we're moving energy out of us, what is being replaced is with this material and spiritual prosperity. And what this feels like, love, is that this is where you're at right now within your spiritual journey, with where you're at within yourself, is being in this space of feeling really prosperous within who you are, and knowing that what you're doing in this world is bringing you both the material and the spiritual abundance. But it's also, you're resonating, you are that now. And even if your world doesn't look like that, even if you're holding a lot of burden, a lot of stress, a lot of worries, Spirit is wanting to remind you that you are already in alignment with this energy. It's quite literally just waiting for you to arrive, which makes more sense as to why that message came through at the beginning of this. And we have we have 17, hope. I don't know why I was looking at 17. Oh, babe, happy freaking 8/8 portal day. It's the Lionsgate portal, which makes so much sense as to how this energy feels so abundant and so prosperous, because yeah, we are in the fire energy of that. And the hope card equaling to the number 8 feels like the energy is in that, right? It feels like we are sitting in this energy of having the emotion of the material and spiritual abundance. And we're holding hope because it doesn't feel like it right now. And I feel like this is the reminder from Spirit of aligning your thoughts and your emotions with what you're calling into your present life, to make sure that even though your exterior circumstances may not fully reflect the work you've been doing, like to the visceral eye, right? Like it may not be that. You may be sitting in a lot of struggle, a lot of stress, a lot of grief, a lot of unknown. but it's spirit reminding us to hold the faith and hold the hope, because what we are in alignment with is so big that I don't even think that you could fully perceive it within like your mind. It's bigger. It's more than you could imagine. And it's because you're in this alignment with material and spiritual prosperity. It's not just being in alignment externally, it's being in alignment internally. And you've been doing the work to be in alignment now. And so even if externally things are like, what the hell is going on? Because I feel like the collective is very much in the space of what the fuck. And that's okay to be in that space. That means that what is presenting itself in this time is meant to be presenting itself. And if you're revisiting things, you're meant to be revisiting it. Whether it brings forth a release or receiving, it feels like it's one and the same. I just heard right now the receiving is the release is the receiving. And I'm seeing again the infinity, the number 8 sideways. And so it feels like as you're releasing, you're also receiving. And so you have to come to this point of arriving empty in order to receive. If you showed up full and your hands were full, you wouldn't have the opportunity to receive. And so it's staying within this space of hope and receiving and showing up exactly where you are, because you will receive it showing up empty. Show up, arrive empty and leave full. And the 9 wish fulfillment of wishes. This is this is representative to the 9 of Cups in the tarot. And so you have the 6 of Wands, and I wish I could remember off the top of my head what that hope card is, but I feel like in interpreting it that way is exactly how it is meant to be interpreted. And so again, you are sitting in the mental state of material and spiritual prosperity because of the emotional work you've been putting in. And as I'm looking down and looking at this card, I'm looking at the fountains. And look at how on this card, they're looking out at the fountains. And then look at on this card, they're standing between the waterfalls. It's again that message of it's bigger than you could imagine. Your wishes are being fulfilled in a way that is bigger than you could imagine, because you're here looking at these fountains when in reality, the universe, spirit, your ancestors, your angels, your guides, God, the universe, however that resonates for you, wants to give you 10 times bigger. It's not just the fountains, it's the waterfalls. And it's a waterfall of wish fulfillment. It's you sitting in way more abundance in ways that you could eat, that you could even perceive at this time. Right? And what I feel like is so magical is when I look at this card and I look at this treasure and the light beaming, it's almost like this is what you're holding in your hands. The light that you're seeking externally is what you already hold within, is what I just heard. Okay. And then the final oracle card being the waiting game. It's like the collective what I just heard is I've been waiting for so long. When is it finally going to happen? And I really resonate with that energy of I've been doing the work. I've been waiting for the good. When is the blessing going to happen? Because, oh my gosh, like things are so hard. Like I don't see the bloom. And when I look at this card, it's a reminder of how the tree first needs to bloom and root before it can bloom in blooming above the soil and blooming its branches. So you're already blooming. Just because you can't see your roots rooting, babe, doesn't mean that your roots aren't rooting. And then what is coming, because you are allowing your roots to root so deeply within yourself, within what you're doing, within your passions, you're aligning so deeply with your soul's purpose on so many capacities. Like the roots of this remind me of like our our body and how we like our veins. It's our electromagnetic system within our body. It feels like that's the roots. Like you are aligning so deeply with that. You're rooting so deeply into yourself. It's like what I'm envisioning right now, and bear with me. What I'm envisioning is you and this light just like blasting through you, but it's like this powerful light radiating through you, and it's allowing the energy to flow down, to flow and clear out, and then to allow what is meant for you to root in. You are, it's like the clearing of the roots. The clearing of the root rot is what, the clearing of the root rot to allow then healthy roots that are aligned with you now to really ground in deeply. Like, that's what this feels like. And so I understand the impatience, and that's a human experience. But Spirit is literally saying, babe, you've been rooting so deeply into yourself through this time that the only way to grow now is to grow up. But we have to remember that even when our branches are reaching the skies and we're blooming above the soil, our roots are going to continue to grow. Our roots are going to continue to need maintenance. We need to continue to maintain the healthy roots. And sometimes that means pruning the unhealthy roots. And so that just feels like the reminder that even though it feels like you're in this constant loop of growth and purging and being told that it's coming, it's that it is. And honestly, the collective has been trusting the process, because if you're here right now, you have been trusting the process to continue to know that things are going to just keep getting better, that the blessing is bigger than you could even perceive at this time. Your bloom is bigger than you could ever perceive at this time. And it's because you're allowing your roots to root so deeply within yourself and to root outward. It's like you're allowing yourself to take up space and be seen for the first time. So now oh my gosh, what I just heard is your trunk is feeling safe to bloom its branches and spread its wings. Which doesn't make sense. I know trees don't have wings, but I'm thinking of the wings as the leaves. But that's what came through. And so just the reminder that, and then I was just called to look at this ever-evolving spiral. Again, it's this evolution of constant growth. So have the patience, my love. Have the patience and have the discernment. Wow, bottom of the deck, balance. Bringing forth the balance in your life. What you are revisiting right now is so that you can call in the balance, because what you're learning from revisiting what you're revisiting at this time is allowing you. What is it? Is allowing you. Oh my gosh, I just got really distracted by beeping right now. And so there may be something distracting you, and you may be allowing yourself to put too much energy into it, and that's throwing you off balance. So there's just this call to stay on course, stay true to yourself, bring balance into who you are at all costs, and look at the wings. Spread your wings. I have no idea why somebody is beeping their car so uncontrollably outside my window. But that just feels like really strong validation. Something is trying to distract you and throw you off, and it's almost like throw you off course. And when I look down, I see this person on this card trying to figure out which path to go down. And Spirit is saying, stay the course, stay in balance, stay true to you, stay hopeful. Bottom of the deck before I even got to shuffling the Sun card. Stay hopeful. It's all coming. It's all happening for you. The 10 of freaking Pentacles is the card that flew out of the tarot. Like, you're coming into this cycle now, babe. You've completed the cycle. You've completed the end of the lack. You're letting go of the scarcity. You're letting go of the fear of being successful. You're letting go of the fear of having it all. You're letting go of the fear. You're seeing yourself for the first time at such a deep capacity. Then the universe has no choice but to bring in the blessings now, because you see your own blessing. You see how you are the blessing. And so when you're able to recognize yourself as that, the universe is going to recognize that and pour that back into you, because what you put out, you get back in. And so again, the reminder of don't allow yourself to fall into the scarcity narratives. Don't allow yourself to revisit those areas. And if there are situations arising that are making you fall back into that mindset or into that fear, remind yourself that you no longer live there. What did I write down? We're revisiting things from a higher perspective. So sure, we may be revisiting situations, people, places, things. It resonates differently with everybody, but you're also able to perceive these things that you're revisiting from a higher perspective, and you're choosing to operate from that higher perspective. You're choosing to observe it versus absorb it. You're choosing to move in accordance with what stays in balance with you, because you understand that you are the 10 of Pentacles in who you are, in your essence. And that's what you're grounding into. And I just got this image. I just saw this image of this female to the right of me right now with literal, like, it looked like arms opening. And so that just it feels resonant to this energy. And I just heard Archangel Michael. So that it could be really specific to somebody, to quite a few. If you work with Archangel Michael, he's calling on you. Work with him. The Queen of Swords, the shifted perspectives, the seeing through the clouds, the moving forward, the persevering, the resilience, the new thought patterns, the sharing of it. Babe, who even are you? Do you even like understand how powerful you are right now? Bringing in the balance to bring in the opportunities. Period. This feels like such a beautiful reading. And I'm just so honored to be on this path with you. It feels like there's this clearing after the storm. Wow. And that is reading, babe, because the sun card wanted to make sure that you saw the sun after the storm. Okay? You are allowing yourself to bloom above the soil and reach new heights. You are moving forth victoriously and with childlike energy of joy, enlightenment. Wow. I'm so happy for you. This feels like such a shift of energy from our previous reading, and I don't perceive any reading as bad ever, because all energy is good energy, but this feels like there's been such a shift of energy. It feels like there's this palpable shift that the collective is feeling right now, where it is just, we can't deny that there's been a change. And it feels like we've gone back in time while also being propelled through time. And it just feels like what we're being thrown back to revisit we're meant to be in that space. We're meant to revisit it from that higher perspective. And you're already doing it. Okay, Spirit is saying you're already doing it, and keep showing up in alignment and balance, because my love, you're about to be recognized. Okay, you're about to be seen, and it's because you're allowing yourself to be seen. It's because you're allowing yourself to feel safe within the roots that you've rooted. You're allowing yourself to feel safe within the trunk that you've been embodying, to now you have no choice but to spread the branches wide and far, and to allow your leaves to show out. And now you're being seen for that by maybe people who you never thought you'd be seen by, or maybe people around you are seeing you at a different capacity. Like, the way that you're revisiting things and you're being perceived by others is different. You're being perceived differently. You're being perceived from a higher perspective. You're being perceived and seen and recognized and honored. And it's about damn time, because you deserve it, babe. And I'm so freaking happy for you. I'm going to leave this message here. Keep vibrating high in that manifestation energy with this 8/8 portal, babe. Just remember, this 8/8 portal will stay open until 8/12 if you're watching this in real time, at which time we will be in a Leo eclipse. So if you know things that you need to tie up, if you need to get rid of things and clear out your space, do it before the portal ends. Do it before the eclipse eclipses. I just heard total eclipse of my heart. Again, this message is for the lovers of the lovers, okay? Even if this isn't a love reading. And for some of you, you are getting that emotional fulfillment. That is part of your 10 of Pentacles, okay? Because you do get to have it all. So for those of you that want it, baby, it's on the precipice for you too. You have so many opportunities coming to you, babe. And again, Spirit is just wanting to remind you to keep moving within balance and to keep moving in a way that is true to you. Let what go, let what needs to go, go. Let what stays, stays. Allow life to be different. Allow yourself to move from the higher perspective because you're living in the observation. Allow yourself to live in the space of the observer and just observe. I love you so much. I'm so freaking proud of you. I cannot wait to hear how you are going to bloom within this manifestation. I hope that your branches reach far and wide. And I'm just honored to be on this path of blooming with you. I love you so much. And I'm sending you all big, big hugs. I love you, babe. I'll see you in the next message.